Welcome to a special episode of Get Your Rear in Gear with Lori. I'm your host, Lori McAfee, and today we're going to dive a little bit deeper into my book, Burning Hope. Burning Hope is a story of love. It's a story of feeling abandoned, ashamed, and full of despair, and how we can sometimes get entangled in worldly pleasures when we walk between the twin flames of romance and faith. God teaches us that facing our pain is the only way out. And then, through a gentle breeze of grace, we are guided into the most unexpected encounters of redemption and hope, learning that love can heal the invisible scars left by the blazing flames of our past. This podcast isn't just about the book, it's an episode that takes you through an incredible journey of love, resilience, and personal growth. So, whether you're tuning in on your morning commute or while you're working out or while you're just sitting there enjoying your favorite beverage, get ready to embark on this journey of love, hope, and transformation. Together, we're going to explore the unyielding resilience of love, strategies to conquer self doubt, and the profound impact that faith has on personal growth. I'm going to share personal stories, inspiring stories from friends of mine, practical advice, and engage in heartfelt conversation. So, I want to thank you for being here as we travel through the pages of Burning Hope. Our theme for today's episode is starting over. And sometimes we can feel like there are broken dreams and scars, the remnant of yesterday, and there's no hope. And nothing is going to get us through there. And so I want to take you to the words of Isaiah 43:18 and 19. It says, "Remember not the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert." That is such a profound message. It's an invitation to lift our gaze from burdens of our past and not let yesterday's pain dictate today. It's a beautiful promise that God is in the act of creation, of forging a path in the most desolate of places where we could be. And when all seems like it's lost and it's dark, rivers of hope and possibility will begin to flow. And, life will throw us those curveballs. We might find ourselves metaphorically lost in the wilderness. I know I have, and surrounded by vast deserts and disappointments. Yet, this verse offers comfort. And it's in those very moments of desolation that beginnings are birthed. Starting over requires us to acknowledge our past, but not to be shackled by it. And it's about recognizing the fresh, new of now. I want to share a story of you with a friend of mine. And this friend will forever hold a place in my heart. I can recall the day she walked through the doors of the church, and I saw her with pain and anger and fear, confusion on her face, and asked, who she was and wanted to know a little bit about her because I love stories. I love to know things about people. And so I started asking a little bit more about her, and I met her. She introduced herself, and um, I found out she was an addict and she was in recovery. And in the process of getting where she was, she lost custody of both of her girls, which was heartbreaking to me. And she revealed later that she had never felt loved. And so, in the process of her being in her lowest, her darkest, her most desolate place, the desert of her life, her wilderness, she was dry, she was broken, she was cracked. she thought. And she had an encounter with Jesus, and he showed her a different way. And she went into recovery and began the process of getting her girls back. And so I would see the girls come with her to church, and then one weekend they wouldn't. And so I knew that this was a process that she was walking through. And I could still tell that she was trying to figure out how to be in recovery and live for Jesus and get her girls back and go back into society. And it was a lot on her, and it had to be a hard road for her to be in. And I still get emotional talking about it, but she revealed to me the other day, she said, I was worthless, but God showed me a different way. And she was never worthless to him, but she acknowledged her past. She accepted it. She owned it, but she wasn't shackled by it. And she still has some fears, and she still has some, triggers and things that come up for her. But her story is a story of struggles and resilience, just like we all have them. And it's a common thread. And the capacity for renewal, it can often emerge from there. Isaiah's words remind us the transformational power that lies not just in divine intervention, but also in our own hearts when we have to embrace that. So we have those moments where he has those divine appointments with us, and our heart clings to him. And just as my friend still clings to Jesus in times of need and in the good times as well, he made a way for her out of the darkness, out of her wilderness, and has a river flowing full of life for her. And I want to ask you a question. Where in your life can you perceive the new thing springing forth? What is that river in your desert? And in my book, Burning Hope, there is going to be starting over. And starting over doesn't look the way that you think that it would always look. It's not always grand and glorious, and it does come with some pain. It comes with some work, and it comes with a lot of trust and a lot of resilience. But I want you to remember that even when the journey seems like it's over and it seems so daunting to try to move forward, just as my friend and just as Gabby in Burning Hope anchors themselves in the words of Isaiah, and they let those words illuminate their path, and it guides them toward hope, renewal, and a promise. And I want you to stay tuned for all the things that are going to be coming out regarding Burning Hope and when it's going to be available to you in December. And don't forget to subscribe to this show so you never miss an episode. And I want to thank you for sharing your time with me today. And until next time, remember to keep hope alive, keep it burning inside you, and keep moving forward to become the person that God created you to be.